That was very beautiful what you guys shared. I was very close with my grandfather, and when he died, it was it was a bit like you said. Grief is when love doesn't have a place to go, and I feel like everybody, we all have that person in our lives where we lose them, and it changes something about us, and then. So my grandfather died, and his wife refuses to die by any means necessary. My grandfather, he had a DNR, a do not resuscitate. So if he went brain dead, we would know to not wake him up. My grandmother, one time, we showed it to her because we were just going through papers, and she came over to me. She went, "You keep me alive no matter what you have to do. I don't care if I'm a stump. You keep the machines going." The power goes out in the hospital, but use a bike generator? I don't give a fuck. Fun. My grandmother's a weird one. I don't know if any of you have this. My grandmother's slowly becoming deeply conservative. She's a Fox News grandmother kind of a person. Yeah, we're all here. I know we don't like that. So, oh God. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. We're all safe here. All right. My grandmother, she's becoming, right? And everybody is having this right now. She's becoming a Fox News grandmother. And she, the other day, I was talking to her, and she goes, "Oh, David, the world's getting so bad. I think that I have to do it. I'm going to get a gun. I think I'm going to finally buy a gun." How do I tell my 89-year-old grandmother, even if she fired a gun, it would kill her immediately? She's like glass bones. She can't do it. If she had a gun, she would hold it up, say something old-timey. "We used to collect scrap metal for the war effort." And then it would go through her chest and out the back or whatever. You can't shoot a gun. Her name's Florence. People named Florence can't shoot guns. She'll be dead one day and I'll be sad or whatever. She'll go to hell because she's Jewish or whatever. Don't worry, I'm Jewish too. David Feinberg, you heard it at the top. I was thinking about because Jews, we don't really believe in hell. We have a middle place that we have, and the story about it is that Jewish hell. It's uncomfortably hot, and it's supposed to be a space in the in-between, and it's not negative, it's just where you go and your earthly sins burn off of you, right? And then you go to heaven, the afterlife, right? Could you imagine a worse hell for Jewish people than being in an uncomfortable room for an unforeseen amount of time? I don't know if you've ever been to a synagogue. The thermostat, it's a world of political turmoil, the thermostat. I don't know. If you touch a Jewish person's thermostat, you'll be killed on the spot. It's true. I don't know. I think about hell because we don't have it like that, right? Christian hell is torture and pain and everything. I was thinking, if hell is real, I'm nervous to go, not because I don't want to be hurt, but because I feel like I'll run out of things to say, you know what I mean? Because your damnation is forever, right? So for the first 500 years, you're probably playing the classics. Jesus Christ, oh no, God, stop! Or whatever. Eventually, you're gonna want to change it up, right? You're gonna start saying corny shit. You're gonna be going "Gee willikers, that hurt." Dios mio, you really gave me the business back there. And then they probably get at you harder, but what can you do? You're already there. Hell. I don't know. I feel like Jewish people, we think about death a lot. There's a lot of Jewish ritual around dying and death. I ride a bike a lot. Any other bicycle riders here? Clap hands? No? That's all right. It's dangerous here in Chicago, and that's the thing is that if you ride a bike in Chicago especially, you're always moments away from almost being killed, right? So, and what it means is that you get to hear what might have been your last sound ever, right? So the other day I'm riding my bike and a bus comes around the corner and you want to make a cool noise at the end, right? You want to say something fucking nice, right? But I made like a Scooby-Doo sound. When the bus came around, I was like, boo-goo! That's not cool. No! You want to be like, stay away from my family, Nazi scum! But it's like, for some people, it's like Nestle Toll House, and then your oven blows up. Yeah. I don't know. I took. Normally I ride a bike to come here, but today I took the CTA. They have that sign on the CTA that's. It says if you see something, say something, right? To report crime, and. But the message is like, if you saw a bomb, you're gonna love this joke. There's always two children. No, it's okay. You can say you live there, but get them inside because you're not gonna like how it turns out. If they had come here earlier, they could have learned a lot about orgasms. Damn it. Sorry. I'm gonna be in that kid's nightmare tonight. There was an Allen Ginsberg type, Papa. He was in the yard, I remember. I'm like Allen Ginsberg if he never made any money. I don't know. So there's that sign, right, on the CTA. If you see something, say something. So it's supposed to be like if you see a bomb, that you would tell somebody about it. Who amongst you fucking indie comedy people could recognize a modern bomb with any confidence whatsoever? Clap your fucking hands if you think that your liberal arts degree ass doesn't think that a bomb is a bowling ball with a string coming off of the side of it. You know more about the fucking Criterion sale than you know about fucking bombs. God damn it. You could recognize Malcolm Gladwell in a lineup. You don't know shit about bombs. All right, some of you are uncultured. Okay, no. I saw him speak. No. I was reading no, you know what? You know, we're all here, and like I said, we're all leftists or whatever it may be, or you're pretending, and that's fine because you're trying to fuck someone who is a leftist. Okay, no, it's fine. Look, we won't get into it, but I've seen some of your Twitter feeds. Okay, never mind. People obviously now, there was a very big push, defund the police. I'm very much for that, but I think that we should take it from a few different routes, right? And I think maybe let's start making the police smaller, okay? Like physically tiny. Like if the police were like the size of like a traffic cone, and then you're like a black person trying to wear a hoodie, and you get a little tap on your ankle. Hey, it's not right now. Or whatever it is. And then you can just kick them. That would probably be most of America, would be police officers getting punted like footballs. But I think it'd be kind of fun. All right, that was kind of crazy. But how cute. You pick up a police officer, you're like, hey! You get the little belly in there. And you go kick it. Get out of here, you. They got tiny guns. Ow! Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Poof! Or whatever. Doing that to a man. I don't know. I was reading this book the other day, and it said that in ancient Greece, what they would do to pass secret messages to each other, they would get a Grecian slave, and they would tattoo the message on their chest, and then they would send them to the other person, and they would read the message. Then to keep the message a secret, they would kill the slave, right? Now that's horrible, right? That's reeks of inhumanity. But could you imagine being killed and it says LMAO same on your chest? How embarrassing. Okay. You want to hear a stupid joke? All right, I'm gonna do it. But yeah. All right, ready? Uncured hams. Uncured hams. Gentlemen, we must find a cure for these. All right. That's the stupidest joke in the world, and you're dumb for laughing. Talking a little bit about having sex with leftists and posing politically. So this joke is a great segue into there from the thing earlier. What? Okay, never mind. I'm dating in Chicago, and it's pretty good. I'm on some apps now where it's a lot of people, they're practicing ethical non-monogamy. You guys heard of this? Yeah? Ethical non-monogamy, you know? And I like that. I'm very much in support of that, but I'm doing it a little differently. I'm doing unethical non-monogamy, which is every time I do have sex, I shoot a zoo animal. Yeah. Yeah, and I make sure it's one with a story. Yeah, last night was pretty good. Hey, which one of the gorillas knows sign language? Everybody was singing so beautifully. And now I'm like, what if your butt was on your balls? Or whatever. Comedy's a good hobby for good people. I don't want you guys to think I'm like a negative person. There are things that I like to do. Like I'm a big fan of the scented candle aisle. Any other scented candle heads here tonight?
Yes.
Huh? Yeah, that's right. Clap your little media and arts degree hands. I love scented candles so fucking much. But here's an interesting thing though about scented candles that I do want to bring up is that there is nowhere where gender binary goes harder than in the scented candle aisle, right? Because there's men's candles and there's women's candles and there's no in between, right? And women's candles, they'll have these beautiful names. They'll be called like Autumnal Breeze or like Lavender Surprise or something. But then men's candles, they have like scary names. Like a woman's candle is called like Fresh Linen, but men's candles are called like Worn Leather Chair, Suspicious Gloves, Odd Waking Hours. Like you'll pick up one candle and it'll be like, cinnamon apple. Then you pick up another and you'll be like, when we left, we were just boys, and they turned us into machines. They turned us into fucking killing machines. And then there's like sandalwood. Guys, my name's David Feinberg. Thank you so much for having me on the show tonight. Give it up for your host one more time. Come on. Actually, this might be of interest. I run an open writing table at the Annoyance Comedy Theater on Tuesdays at 7:30.